Hello guys, so welcome to KO Tutorials. So let's continue with the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So now what we are going to do over here is we are going to start with the texturing part of this particular locomotive engine. So we are going to start with this texturing part. So first we are going to texture this. So how we are going to texture it is like let's do the unwrapping part over here. So how we are going to unwrap it? So very first of all let's just save as this file. So let's just save as it. Let's go on to this, save as this. So let me tell you, you can also use Substance Painter also. So once you unwrap it, you can take it into a Substance Painter and paint it. Also you can texture it in Photoshop. So I'll be showing you one of the method, that is your Photoshop method. So let's go into the modifier list and let's take a modifier that is called Unwrap UVW. After taking this, let's go into this polygons. Let's just select the polygons for it. After selecting the polygons, we'll be just selecting the front face polygons over here. So just select the front face polygons, exclude the polygons which are really not required. So if I am just doing this right from the front side, so select this your front faced polygons over here. So we need to select this front faced polygons, and also while selecting this I am excluding this stuff for your mirror part, for the glass. So I'm not selecting that, I'm just excluding that particular area. After that, just have a look properly if you have accidentally selected something. See, you have accidentally selected that part also. So let's just do this. After you're done with this, let's go down and let's say as a quick planner map, let's go into this, open UV editor. So press 2, 3 again and push this out over here. After you're done with this, now what I'll be doing over here is like we'll be selecting the side panel. So we have a side panel over here, so we'll be definitely selecting it. Before doing that, what I'll be doing over here is like I'll be just assigning first a V-Ray material. So how you can go into this is like render setup, and let's activate this V-Ray over here. So let's go into this and let's take a V-Ray material. So just take a V-Ray material over here, and into that V-Ray material I'll go into this diffuse and I'll give a checker just to see how it looks like. So I can just increase its checker stuff and see how it looks like. So if you look at it, so this is properly perfect over here. Now after that, let's go into this, that's your UV editor. So press Ctrl I. So if you press Ctrl I, that's your inverse. So now what I want to select is I just want to select this top part, the side part. So let's just select the side part over here. Let's go into this. Say this, you have accidentally selected this, you don't need all of this. So we only need the side part, none of it. So just exclude it slowly. So we don't need all of this, so keep on excluding this as I explained you. So the only part which you require, you can only take that part. So rest of the part you have to exclude that. So let's go into this, and still I feel that okay, I think this selection is okay. Okay, see this. this is this part, not a problem. So make sure nothing is there in this selection. Okay, so once you're done with this, so just check it properly. Okay, so looks perfect now. Quick planar map, open UV editor, and let's just push this out again over here. So you can just scale this over here in this way. Oops, so accidentally we have just selected this. So just exclude this. Cells. Okay, so once you have excluded this part, let's again give a quick planar map, and let's just take it over here. So you can press R and just scale it till here. Alright. You can just place it over here. Alright. So once you're done over here, the same way you can just select this. You can just push it over here. So I think this is on the other view. You can just flip it if it is required over here. Alright, so I'll just select this part and I'll again flip it in this way. Same way, that will go in this way. Again select this whole thing and again inverse it. So after inversing that part, let's just again exclude the area which is really not required. So just exclude that part. Yes, so please exclude that area over here. Alright, so once you're done, you can just see if you have selected somewhere else also, you can just go through that and again quick planar map. I can just drag it over here and I'll scale it. You can just scale that. a bit. Okay, and after that you can again select this all three, Control I, inverse. So the things left now is your top part and your back part. So back part we can just give a color also if you require it. I'll just exclude that all over here. Okay, so once you have selected this top part over here, again you can give a, okay, now when you're doing with this, in which axis you have to give the mapping, I'll show you that. Make sure you are skipping anything. So we'll go into this X in Z axis, that is on the top. Let's keep that, and quick planar map over here. So we can again just push this up. So you can go into this tools and relax it. Scale it. So you have accidentally selected this part over here. So you can just select this and you can just rotate it. Although it's a color on top of it, it's going to be a color, so nothing to worry about much over here. Just save your file. You can just save your file again. Just drag it over here. Alright. So once you're done, we can just select this element, select this whole thing, scale it, and let's just drag it over here. Press R and again scale it. So if you look at this, we have unwrapped this part properly over here. So I have easily unwrapped this part. So now what I can do over here is like, I can just take this, I can take this in Photoshop. So let's go into this, go into tools, render UV template, and if you want that the size should be much bigger, we can set it to 2048 by 2048 pixels. Render UV template, and let's just go into this, into the desktop WDG file. Let's take a new folder and take a new folder as WDG texture. Into that UVs one, and let's save it in JPG. So once you save it in JPG, you can easily save it. Now let's open Photoshop. So let's open Photoshop. So after opening Photoshop, let's go into File, into file, open, and let's take that same reference, that's your WDG 5 texture, open this. So also now what I'll be doing over here is like, I'll again open it, file, open, I'll again go back, I'll open that file also, that is this one. So how we are going to work over here is like, let's go into this, let's take a new file, I'll randomly first give a color on top of it. So if you want to give any other color to it, you can go with the color. So although it's a full same color, so I'll do something like, I'll take a eyedropper tool and I'll pick a color. It's a same color. I'll just drag and drop this color and I'll take a screen mode over here. So after taking this color over here, let's go into this. So let's open that model over here, that's a reference over here. So wherever you see that you have this color, so what I'm going to do over here now is like, I'll again go into this, I'll take a new layer and I'll smoothly make one selection over here. Let's make one selection like this till here. So that's the reason I always talk about that, make the vertices much more straighter to avoid this problems. So not a problem, I'll just make it more straighter over here. After doing this part, I'll again take a eyedropper tool and I'll just pick a color. I'll go into this, I'll pick a color, so make a selection like this. So make sure your selection is perfect. So you can just open the image. Okay. So if you want, we can just push this selection a bit up over here. Till here. Alright. So just press Alt and backspace to fill that into that selection. After that, if you look at it over here, we'll be having the same color over here. So what I'll do over here is like, I'll just scale it and I'll just drag it over here. I'll scale it and I'll just drag it till here to get the perfect match of that particular color. That's it. Alright, so let's go into this over here. So if you look at this at the bottom over here, so let's again take a new layer and let's take again a pen tool over here. So just select this, just click it over here, just click it straight and let's click over here and close it. Okay, so right click, rasterize layer. Okay, so definitely this is going to be on a new layer over here. After that, let's write text over here. So let's go into this. Let's take a text layer and write as WDG 5. I'm sorry, 5. So select this, give a color to it. So we'll take this, resize it, scale it, and where you want to place it, you can just place it accordingly over here. 5001. So let's just duplicate this. So okay, alright. So once you're done with this, if you want, you can just push it behind also, not a problem for now. That's it. Okay, so let's see how it looks like first. And also we need to write this beam that's here. So what I'll do over here is I'll just duplicate it over here. HWM, scale it. So of this layer, so let's go into file, save as. So this is our first texture, texture 1. And save it in JPG. Say OK. Let's go into this. So let's click over here, go into material. Let's take V-Ray material, go into the bitmap, go onto the desktop, WDG 5, texture 1, and assign it. Alright, so as you can see, we have just assigned this texture, so we can just push it. We can work something much better on it. I think I haven't off this layer, so you can off this layer, Okay, looks much better. So thing is, we'll be definitely working on this to set it perfectly in the right manner. So what I can do over here is like, I won't change anything over here, because if you go into this UV editor, and you can also go into this pick texture, bitmap, and you can just call this texture over here in this way. So you can just select this, and if you just push it up, okay, I think it's setting up perfectly in the same way. So if you require, I think that's perfect over here now. So if you look at it, it's perfect, much better. So you can check the reference also over here, much better. So save your file again over here. That's it. Okay. So guys, if you have any doubts, please write it in the comment section. So we'll continue the rest of the part in the next tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial.